From scandalous casting choices to unexpected inspiration behind the show's title, there's a lot about Grey's Anatomy that fans never learned. Before Meredith Grey ever stepped foot into Seattle Grace Hospital, there were real-life medical books, Hollywood politics, and backstage drama that shaped the series into what we know today. In the next 40 minutes, we're going deep into the origins of Grey's Anatomy, revealing secrets about the cast, creator Shonda Rhimes, and how this iconic show almost never made it to your screen. Stick around, you'll never watch the show the same way again. Let's start with the name. Grey's Anatomy wasn't just clever wordplay. It's actually taken from a real medical textbook, Grey's Anatomy, written by Henry Grey in the 1800s. The book is considered a foundational resource in medicine, and Shonda Rhimes, the show's creator, loved the irony of using something so clinical for something so emotional. Shonda wasn't a surgeon. She didn't even come from a medical background, but she was obsessed with medical documentaries and the idea of life and death decisions. She imagined what would happen if these brilliant minds also had messy, complicated personal lives. And so the world of Meredith Grey was born. Did you know Sandra was originally offered the role of Miranda Bailey? Yep, but she turned it down. She was drawn instead to Christina Yang and told producers, "This is the one I want." That bold move changed TV history. Patrick Dempsey almost didn't get the role of Derek Shepherd. Other actors like Rob Lowe were approached first, but once Dempsey walked into the room, everything changed. He was McDreamy from day one. And Ellen Pompeo? She nearly quit acting before landing Grey's Anatomy. She even told a friend she was done with Hollywood. That was just weeks before she was cast as Meredith Grey. From the beginning, Shonda Rhimes insisted on colorblind casting, a rare move in the early 2000s. She wanted to reflect the real world and believed characters shouldn't be defined by race unless it was crucial to their story. That's how we got Chandra Wilson as Bailey, Isaiah Washington as Burke, and later Jesse Williams as Jackson Avery. These weren't just casting choices, they were statements. But the diversity extended beyond race. The show also featured strong female leads, LGBTQ+ representation, and characters with disabilities. It wasn't always perfect, but it was groundbreaking. Grey's Anatomy may be a drama, but many of its medical cases are inspired by real-life surgeries. Shonda hired a full team of medical advisors, including real surgeons, to ensure that the operations were as accurate as possible. Even the tools used in the OR were real. The cast had to learn how to use scalpels, sutures, and even real medical lingo. And that's why Grey's Anatomy became a surprising favorite among real doctors. In fact, some med students have even admitted watching episodes to help study. With a cast as large and successful as Grey's Anatomy, it's no surprise the show had its fair share of behind-the-scenes drama. One of the biggest shakeups came when Isaiah Washington was fired after a major controversy involving homophobic remarks toward castmate T.R. Knight, and Katherine Heigl, who played Izzy Stevens, famously withdrew her name from Emmy consideration, criticizing the show's writing. That created lasting tension between her and the writer's room. Yet despite the drama, many of the cast members became like family. Ellen Pompeo and Sandra Oh shared an unbreakable bond, and their on-screen chemistry came straight from real-life friendship. When Grey's Anatomy first premiered in 2005, it was supposed to be a mid-season replacement with just 9 episodes. No one expected it to last beyond a few months. But by episode 3, the buzz had started. Fans were hooked, critics were curious, and ABC knew they had something special. Within weeks, the show was renewed, and the rest is history. Grey's Anatomy became one of the longest-running primetime medical dramas ever. It inspired spin-offs, global fandoms, and a new wave of medical shows trying to copy its emotional depth. It wasn't just the stories that evolved, so did the cast. Over the years, we've seen beloved characters leave, sometimes with closure, sometimes not. Sandra left after season 10 to pursue other projects, but called Christina Yang the role of her life. Patrick Dempsey's shocking death as Derek Shepherd devastated fans, and came after rumors of tension behind the scenes. And of course, Ellen Pompeo finally stepped back in season 19, marking the end of an era for Meredith Grey, though she still narrates and appears occasionally. Today, Grey's Anatomy isn't just a show, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's inspired real people to become doctors. It's pushed TV boundaries on race, gender, and sexuality. It's made us cry, cheer, and binge for 20 seasons. And while the cast may change, the heart of the show remains. Messy, brilliant people trying to save lives while figuring out their own. If this deep dive into Grey's Anatomy's hidden history surprised you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories from your favorite shows, and let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Grey's Anatomy moment?